You will not believe just how much these irons cost, and you certainly won't believe who makes them. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today we have a set of golf clubs which I'm really excited to bring you because I've been testing the woods from this brand, and to be honest, for the price they are absolutely knocking it out of the park. I dare say better value than Costco, than Cali, than Tacoma, than all those brands. And these irons are, in fact, I should definitely have opened that box a little bit more, McGregor VMAX irons. These could be some of the most forgiving irons you ever lay your eyes on, but it's not just that. Guys, we've been waiting so long for McGregor to get back into the golfing market. We're going to use them today, and I'm going to put on screen how much they are now so you guys know, but I want this man to try and guess how much they are. We're going to have a match with them, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Put them to a bit of practice. We'll talk kind of a few numbers as well, because I've been testing quite a few clubs and we've got like matching driving irons and things as well like that. But what are you, do you want to hit them before you guess, or do you want to give me a kind of off the shelf guess what you'd think?
If I was going to have an off the shelf, just shelf appeal, if that was stood on a shelf, I think somewhere around about 349 would be a reasonable price.
Yeah. For anyone that's looking at buying new golf clubs as well, it's quite an interesting market because it can almost be a false economy. You can spend a lot of money on golf clubs and lose a lot of money, or you can spend a little amount of money and lose the same amount of money because sometimes they're worthless in the second-hand market. But let's get teed off. We're going to go iron only, a couple of holes here at Woolley Park Golf Club. We're going to give our honest, potentially brutal opinion. I think that they're either the ugliest clubs I've ever seen or the best looking clubs I've ever seen.
What's the setup then? Are they just irons or is there any
They are
hybrids?
just irons in this box, yeah.
How many we got? There's
how many do we have?
in here. You've got 7, so 7 iron set.
Is that going to be 5 iron to wedge then?
Let's have a look. It is 5 iron to sand wedge, which is perfect really, isn't it?
It is really, for anyone who's getting into golf or looking like trying to just start their golfing journey. Because I imagine they're quite strong lofted as well. I'll put the lofts on screen here on the left hand side. So that 5 iron should be plenty to get you started. Right guys, I'll let you have the honour. I'm going to use a premium ball today as well because I want to use the ball I would probably be using anyway.
Do you know what stands out to me straight away is that offset?
Yeah, there's going to be lots of, I think they are quite a beginner's set, aren't they?
Yeah, which is not necessarily a bad thing because 90% of golfers slice the ball, don't they?
Absolutely, especially the beginners who want to get the ball in the air. I can't wait to get these unravelled and see just how the short irons look as well. Like a bunch of roses them, aren't they? Lovely. That's a glorious golf shot, by the way.
I'll tell you, the first thing that stood out to me is how high and straight that's gone.
That's like a really... It never deviated in the air, did it?
That were towering, and if you look at where I've struck it, I've not even struck it very nice. I mean, if I did that with my own golf club, that would have been terrible. And I couldn't have... You know, when I hit that, I would have said that were out of the middle.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me to guess.
That is awful.
I never felt that it were a toe shot.
How straight's that gone to see if it's so far out the toe?
I'm just not used to that amount of forgiveness.
Wow.
That sounded middle now.
It did, yeah, that was more central, but that's a funny one because it's gone that high for a 5 iron. Turf interaction was quite nice, and as a first shot with a club, I feel like I've quite enjoyed that. I feel like I can probably shape them down a little bit. They could be a bit more versatile than what we give them credit for. But as you can see, guys, a huge gaping cavity in the back there, which does just probably give us that audio feedback and, of course, a little bit more forgiveness with the perimeter weighting. Would
you use this if you were a City fan, though?
There's not many of them, though, is there? So price-wise, after hitting it now, and guys, you know what the price is already, so let us know your thoughts on that price. The one thing I'll say is, whenever we look at budget golf clubs, we try to look at premium components. Do they have a KBS shaft? Do they have a dynamic gold shaft? What grip do we have as well? They don't have that. They have a McGregor shaft and a McGregor grip. Whether or not that cheapens them, I don't know. What are your thoughts after hitting them for price?
I'm going to stick where I originally guessed.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't feel worse than I imagined.
Yeah.
They probably felt better than I imagined, if I'm being honest. But I feel as though at that price point, you would buy them at 349, if you know what I mean. I think if they're getting to that 400 mark, 450.
Then you start getting kind of Tacoma, second-hand market. You look at what you can get as well. But centre of the fairway, guys, and I'm just in the right-hand rough, exactly the same distance as well. So this isn't the shortest hole, actually. It's like a 400-yard hole, and we've only got probably 180 in. So they've gone quite a long way to say It's a blustery, windy day as well today.
I'd probably see these as a progression from your first set. You know, if you bought a starter package and you want to get that better quality club,
Yeah.
or somebody getting back into golf that might only play, I don't know, 12, 20 times a year and don't want to spend $1,000 on a set of irons.
Well, it's interesting you say that because, and I'm not going to beat around the bush too much for price with you here. I've got you a 7-iron out. I reckon that's probably the right club.
175.
1.7. Do you reckon, or 6?
I'm going to go 6 actually.
Yeah. But when you start looking at the actual price of them,
Go on then. How much?
I didn't know. I think it's, hold on. I had it on my phone. And the thing is, 249.
Really? Wow.
So
whoa.
that is the beginner set, isn't it?
That could be your first set then, if you're building your first set at that price point.
Realistically, and we say this quite a lot, and we say, look, 249 beginner set. Is this better value, or are you better off buying an old set of pings or tailor-mades for 249 and selling them for 220 later down the line? The issue is, can you get a set for that price? Probably not.
I think as well, when you buy these sort of clubs, you know that they've been designed for that mid to handicap golfer, so you can't get it wrong. And also, when you buy new, you know the standard specs, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. And to be honest, when you look at the rest of this V line, it's so forgiving. It's so forgiving.
If you're buying second hand, you don't know if they're shorter, longer, you know, upright, flat.
V Max line, should I say, not V line. They do a V foil line, I always remember that.
I actually had McGregor irons when I was younger.
Oh, wow. I think the wind's just moving it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a great effort, though. I dare say it's flag high as well.
For distance.
Thoughts on the strike?
I think I've hit it a bit toey again.
That could be down to the length, though.
Yeah,
because you would go longer in,
but you
longer
know,
in shaft
for
length.
that strike, I've not lost any distance. I'm, you know, pin high.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the rough, so let's see what I get here, because it's not lying very nicely at all. That a big clump behind it. Into the wind. I don't know if I should hit 5-iron again here. We'll go with it. If that's up there, that is so impressive.
Oh,
go on. Front edge, and you know what? The way that was lying, it wasn't like the world's best strike, but it didn't need to be, did it?
No.
Really, really pleased with that. Might take some cleaning though. So, sand wedge time. You've just missed the green down here on the right. It wasn't a bad distance actually,
Look
just
at this bad boy.
Deviated. This is an important club for the set as well, because a lot of people would maybe go and spend a lot of money on a sand wedge, but plenty of bounce there, lots of offset. And I think actually the black colour together with that red bottom groove makes them look potentially smaller than what they are. Maybe I need to start wearing black with a red belt or something.
You know what, I do like that. That line's going to really help you square it up though. It stands out from the face a lot, doesn't it?
That's certainly helping those more beginner style golfers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably ties in well with your short game, mate, doesn't it?
No, honestly, I like it. Even for me, just knowing that I've got that club square to target.
Nice. Release out a little bit. Did it check on you, that?
It come out a little bit sort of like softer and floatier than I expected.
Yeah.
It didn't go forward as much, but I suppose for touch, that's not too bad.
No,
if I got used to them, I could just commit to the shot more.
Yeah, thinner cavity in there as well. It'll be amazing to see how many people try and hit this like 120 yards as well. But out of the bunker, I'd be interested to see what happens to that face as well. I'm gonna play a similar shot. I'm gonna play a little bump and runner. You don't feel the wind from down there, guys. That's why it's checked.
Yeah.
I see what you mean about the head shape, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that felt so soft.
Yeah.
And it has checked on me as well.
Yeah.
I really like the way it feels off the turf. Feels really, really nice. We do have quite longer par puts.
When I were a mid-handicapper or a handicapper, though, I always used to struggle for feel, so I always used to overhit everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's a cracking design.
One thing I'll say is they're marked up already a little bit, but for that price, would you be bothered? I don't know.
No,
you want things staying nice, don't you? But they remind me of the old Nike irons, actually.
Yeah.
From back in the day. Put off. You know it means a lot when you're putting away the £249 clubs and getting out your expensive putters for the night. A match is a match, mate, isn't it?
A match is a match.
These are for par.
I'll take any sort of win these days. I'm not embarrassed. I'm even going to take my glove off for this one.
Wow.
It's cold today.
Probably with them shorts on.
Hit it.
Oh, it's just low.
It's a right swing.
It's just low.
Do you want it out?
Yeah. I just wish I'd have hit that that chip harder with it really, or just gone less loft. I think realistically you're never going to use sand wedge there, are you? I should have used like a 9 iron.
This is for the heartbreak.
Both low.
Look at the swing on that.
Both low. That moved a long way, didn't it? I'll give you yours, guys. Let's move on. So the next shot we're going to play is obviously the tee shot on the next par 4, and I'm really interested to see how low we can keep it. So a lot of people will buy golf clubs because they're easy to launch, they're easy to get up in the air, but a lot of people want golf clubs that are a little bit more versatile and you can potentially still play low. So I tried that a little bit with that last 6 iron. It did okay, but out of the rough it's always difficult to do that anyway. So let's see what they're like there. I'm so far quite impressed with these.
Yeah.
And it always comes down to that price, doesn't it?
I think I'm going to try to play it fade to see how much this offset can help somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, because if it straightens up your ball flight,
then stops it fading kind of thing.
Then you're happy, aren't you? And then we're going to play a lovely par 3 to see how close we can. Imagine holding on one of these, it'd be like cheating. Right, we go 5 iron. I'll let you continue with the honour. But again, guys, how good would you expect these to be for the price? And would you even look at them? Because I actually saw them pop up on a Facebook ad the other day. So they are putting a little bit into marketing and stuff. We're not paid for this video. They've just sent them us to review and give an honest opinion on. But I think Facebook marketing is where a lot of beginner golfers are potentially seeing these and probably recognising the name McGregor, thinking, you know what, I bet they're a steal.
It's funny because, you know, one of my newer golfers on channel, Lee, when he were looking for some golf gear, I looked at some of this stuff to sort of refer to him, and, you know, so I think you should probably look, you know, in this sort of direction to build a set. So we're on about getting like a £200 starter set.
Yeah, and they're usually crap, aren't they?
It goes through me, that. It's just a waste of money.
Yeah, it is.
This is going to try to be a fade. Oh, look at that. It's barely moved.
Yeah, it's not fading, is it? It's just holding on to that line.
That was lovely.
Perfect position.
Yeah.
Are you pleased that didn't fade?
I am for you guys at home, but I might be blocked out now.
So I'm going to try the opposite. I'm going to try and play a little bit more of a kind of low stinger-esque shot. Does Stu know he's not safe there in case we block it out? So ball back in the stands, hood it a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great golf shot. It's not what I wanted.
What, you don't think that were low?
No. Not for a fact. Like, I can get them coming out quite low.
But it showed a decrease in ball flight from your first shot.
Yeah, you know what? It probably did. It's still, and we're not testing these to be like a mid-handicap iron, I suppose, are we? I think these are certainly for your higher handicap, your beginner. I imagine they probably do a much lighter shaft as well for like maybe potentially new lady golfers and things like that. I don't know if you can say that anymore.
Graphite.
But you can, and maybe even junior golfers as well, or senior golfers. So yeah, very interested. Lightweight steel. It's already lightweight. There we go. And you can actually package these up as well, not as a package set, but they do a bag, they do irons, they do wedges, all at a very, very low cut price. Like, so the driving iron that's in my bag that I'm testing today, I'm not going to ruin it and tell you the price, but it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal value. So you could go and get a full matching bag. The fairway woods and driver are a little bit of a strange shape for me, like they're not the nicest of shape, but then they are designed for that kind of new golfer to help you hit it straighter, and they do that. So
it's like I was saying to Lee, when you buy these, you're buying a set for like 3 to 6 years. You know, the quality of the engineering, it won't break, it'll last you.
Yeah.
When you buy a £200 set, you're buying them, they just break.
They do.
Split, crack.
And luckily enough, you are blocked out as well. You're just there in the nicely in the fairway up here.
I'll be able to get the height though with these.
Oh, with the sand wedge, full sand wedge.
Full sand wedge.
Full sand wedge. Right, let's try and play a nice chippy one. In fact, I can't get over the sand wedge, can I? Is that a pitching wedge? That is the pitching wedge. And there's certainly something about a brand new set of clubs. A lot of people aren't too bothered. A lot of people are happy to go and buy second-hand clubs. I do like the idea of kind of taking the wrappers off, and it's part of the experience and part of the fun for me to get new golf clubs. Are you a big fan of unwrapping things, guys?
I were as a kid. I remember as a kid for Christmas.
Saying I'm childish?
No, I would have preferred to have something new. I remember as a kid asking my dad for a McGregor set, actually.
Tour pride.
Tour pride.
Fair play to him there. A lot, because golfers wouldn't know, would they?
No.
It's not a golf pride, it's a tour pride. Right, I'm just going to get a full wedge here. Hope for the best. Looks good down at the ball. Looks Ping G700-esque. Keep coming in. Keep coming in.
After that comment you just made about ping irons, if you were a newer golfer, I reckon if you had a round with these and a round with ping, you would not find a single difference in the score.
Look how, so I'm using a Callaway ball with the triple track on. Half of that trickle track is now in those grooves. So just finished slightly short. I did feel like that would have maybe got there with the wind. It was a nice hard draw. It was a lovely shot, to be honest. What are your thoughts? You're going to sand wedge out of this rough?
I might go pitch.
Yeah?
Can get over with pitch.
Need to get it over that bad boy, don't we?
It's just hard when you don't know distances, but we'll see.
Oh, this could be lovely. Just bring that back a bit, wind. Bring it back a touch. Long.
Oh no.
Oh, it tried to come back though.
It might have just crept up back edge.
Yeah. I don't think we're doing bad to say these are irons that really we wouldn't be using, but you can still have a go with them, can't you?
Yeah, they're certainly powerful and launch well, and you know.
I think the fact that the black's genius.
I like that, and I love the fact, I mean, I've said it already, but that groove helps you square the club up so well.
Certainly, certainly. Putting, are we? Must mean a lot to you this match.
I can put from there.
Well, I'm going to chip because this is a review of the irons.
Look where it's landed though, and it's spun back onto green.
Yeah, so it's done all right, hasn't it? I've got the pitching wedge. I'm just going to try and play a nice little bump and run. Sometimes you want to know that you can play these nice little soft, delicate shots. You'd put this all day long realistically, but for an iron review video, I'm putting you guys first rather than the rivalry that this man obviously has a massive bee in his bonnet for. Tell you what, he's going to three-putt anyway. How are you going to feel when this goes in?
Not too well.
Has anyone seen my glasses? Oh, sit, 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 sit! So one thing that did come off more fiery than I anticipated, but then it checked a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
This isn't about the irons anymore, is it?
If you're wondering why we put in, there's always a match involved.
But I think this is a much better way of reviewing golf clubs as well, because under a pressure environment, the pressure cooker of a match with one of your friends, you still want them to perform. You want to know how they do, rather than just hitting 3 or 4 balls into a green and saying, oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a stuttery stroke as well, wasn't it?
I'm changing this putter.
Ooh.
Can I do any putters?
I've got a McGregor one.
I'm speechless.
I can't speak.
We've got one more roll though, haven't we?
Yeah, par 3. Let's do it.
Time to redeem myself. All right.
What is it? 160.
60.
It's going to be a 7, is it? Have we unwrapped the 7 yet? I think did I give you the 7 earlier, or have we?
No, I don't think we've hit 7 or 8.
That was 7?
7. I think I'm
7.
Gonna see how you hit this, and then I might
Oh,
hit 8.
he's going to see how I hit it. Means a lot, doesn't it? This.
Oh, it means a lot.
£249 so far. I'd say so good. I know we've made a bit of a mess the first one, but that was more short game orientated, wasn't it? I think hitting clubs off the tee and hitting them into greens, I'm really impressed with these for the price. Oh, what club are you bringing up?
I've got the 8 potentially. Going to see what yours does. Oh no, I've got the 9.
Has anyone got my glasses? I need my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. The one thing I'll say is with this offset, I feel like it has eradicated the right-hand side.
Definitely.
And then I go and hit that one. I think that's the wind, isn't it?
It is strong off that left.
I think it's flag high. You definitely don't want an 8. Felt lovely.
I'm going 8.
You going 8?
I'm going 8.
Sounded incredible. Is it there? Be a big 8 if it is. Short.
Short.
I'm going to hit another one just for fun. I'm really enjoying myself. Really enjoying myself. And that's probably part of what this video is about. You know, if you're starting to play golf for enjoyment, which, let's be fair, I think everyone should be, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
I'm
I
getting
just
that.
feel like you can just get up and hit them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're not thinking about your swing.
no, because of that, like, oversized the heads, you're not worrying too much.
Get that
Wherever
now.
you hit it on the face, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah, moving on the wind again, but that, it's delightful. It really is. And the faces aren't marking up either, which is a big thing. If you are buying black golf clubs, a lot of the time the faces do mark up. And they mark up pretty instantly, don't they, if you do find so.
Bag appeal.
I don't know if they need the red. I like it, but I think a lot of people might not like it, depending on football team and all
that's what I
sorts.
think. As soon as you introduce colour, then you might limit some
You're
people from
polarising
buying it,
people.
aren't you?
Like polarised lenses in glasses. Have you seen that episode of In Between Us?
No.
I knew you wouldn't know what I was talking about. Does anybody see my glasses? Right, this is a big pressure environment. What are you going with, Sam Wedge?
Pitcher.
Pitcher? Onto the downslope, interesting. My second shot that hit for fun's there. First one's just to the right of the green. So realistically, I should have probably hit one more club there because I hit them really well. It's really windy above the tree line today.
Come on.
Nice.
Sure.
Probably the exact shot a lot of people who will be buying these clubs would try and play, actually, like a safe bump and run.
Yeah.
You didn't know where I was going, that, did you?
I didn't know.
Has anyone seen my glasses? I want the sand wedge. Bit more attacking. Right. Not terrible for distance. It was never going to be up there. Can we play a nice controlled one here? That checked so quickly, didn't it? These are so good for the price. Almost just does it for you. So guys, I've really enjoyed this video, and I think Gaz has as well. If you'd like to see like a full numbers thing with this, then I might do one for Instagram or something, so get in the comments below and let us know, and follow me on Instagram. This is a big putt, mate, isn't it?
It is.
Oh dear. That's two for it. That's two for it. Guys, that is another win.
Get out of it.
But realistically, the real winner here is anyone who tries or gets hold of these McGregor V Max irons. Guys, thanks for watching. Smash that subscribe and we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.
I'd recommend them to a friend, just not James Robinson.